Welcome to your weekend focus for May the 26th, the 27th, and the 28th, 2017. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And thank you. Thank you for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy that you send me each and every day. I send it right back to you. Let's see what the energy is going to be for us this weekend. Interesting card. Oh, the Five of Cups. When we start the weekend on a woe is me, or Ten of Cups right next to the Five of Cups. How interesting is this weekend for us? We can see the worst or the best. Maybe we'll see both. Seven of Wands. We are making decisions. We are imagining how to go forward now. We are putting determination behind our thoughts to make them tangible, to make them real. Maybe speaking it to people, at least to ourselves, the Lovers. Deepening passions. I would think it's a beautiful time for relationships, especially the second half of the weekend. Maybe when we start out the weekend, it's a little bit of harder energy, but it quickly manifests into some beautiful energy here in the Hermit. So let's start there. See what these cards have to tell us. So we start with the Five of Cups. Five of Cups, Seven of Wands, and the Hermit is kind of the upper layer of the diamond, so to speak. And we have the Ten of Cups and the Lovers, and we're going to pull one more for the middle here, which is the King of Swords. And the cards, if you could see them, kind of form this heart, maybe. So, where do we fail to love ourselves? To see our worth, to see our beauty, to see our magnificence, to see that unique part of us that makes us one of a kind, special. I mean, there's many ways that we resemble each and every one of our brothers, our sisters, our neighbors, our friends. There's the strangers in the world. We all identify with certain things. There's commonalities between us, but what makes you unique? What makes you special? What makes you different? Is it a talent? Is it an ability? Are you a teacher? Are you a healer? Can you make decisions quickly? Can you gather information and come to conclusions, solutions faster than most? Are you creative? Are you a dancer, a writer, a poet, a singer, a carpenter, a mechanic, a musician? Because I don't think that we start out the weekend feeling our value, feeling our worth, taking a pride in who we are, giving ourselves an attaboy for just being ourselves. And maybe seeing where we've dropped the ball a little bit more, maybe beating ourselves up in our thoughts, in our minds, so be careful of that. I don't get this as a sadness card. Sometimes I get it as a very sad card, but I think this card is asking us to see our empowerment. Maybe you need to get mad enough at a situation in your life in order to understand your greatness and what you can do. And what was Thursday? The cat, the independence. To know that you've got this. To know that you can stand strong. That you know that you are gifted or talented or have the ability to do something a certain way. Maybe it's an action, maybe it's words. You need to take more credit for it, is what this, it says before you go any further. Take credit in who you are. Raise your vibration. Raise your awareness. Because, you know, the happily ever after, this card's been coming up quite a lot in the last week. And we just had the new moon in Gemini. So this is really about, you know, this is long-term happiness that we are working on. It's not going to happen with the snap of a finger. It's not going to fall into your lap. You have to consciously make the decision to go forward, because we do have the Seven of Wands. Now, the Seven of Wands was sitting with the Knight of Swords right over it, so we'll get there, but, you know, this is, you know, we are in a one energy, okay? 2017 boils down to the number 10, which we bring down to a single digit, which is the number 1. And the number 1 is all about beginnings, pioneering, new starts, beginnings, birth. And also finding our independence. 1, standing strong. I am. And so we are looking at the long term. We've just entered a 9-year cycle. And so what we choose will probably follow through for the next 9 years of our life. Hopefully with this magnificent goal realized, manifested at the end. But in order to do that, we have to think strong and hard about what we want to do. My printer just decided to start going. So don't allow the negative to eat you up, okay? Because that's going to dissipate the energy of imagining that end goal, that dream, that desire, the mission you were sent to do here, the person you were meant to be. Now, the Seven of Wands has the King of Swords over top of it. Now, we always have to be careful with the King of Swords because he is one heck of a passionate dude, I tell you. If I say dude anymore, I don't know. The King of Swords is strong. I mean, even his wings look like they're made of steel. Unbendable, unbreakable. And he holds that sword in front of him with a determination, with an empowerment. He knows what he wants, and he makes the plan to go forward. Now, you kind of have to be cautious with this energy because we can become very passionate. And so, too, do we become sensitive to what other people may say or think? So be careful of the words you choose because they can hurt right now. They can burn bridges right now. But also, you know, be careful not to overreact to anything that anybody says to you either. Okay, because it could be just, you know, the other way around. It's with the Seven of Wands. We're making strong decisions, strong determinations. The I am energy, I think, is very strong in us this weekend. We get passionate. The Seven of Wands, we're standing there and we're just about to walk through that portal. And we've climbed the stairs and the door swings open and we stop and we turn around. And we're not hesitating here. We may be apprehensive, restless, not knowing what we're really stepping into. But we turn around and we tell somebody, maybe it's just ourselves, maybe it's a group of people you tell, maybe it's another person, a confidant. And we say, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk through that portal. I'm going to do this. I'm going to try. I'm going to step forward and see what happens. Because it fills me with joy or happiness or passion or all of the above or love. And I hope when I turn back around and I start walking, I find you all following me and helping me and supporting me and being a part of this with me. And then we have the Lovers. So deepening the relationships, strengthening the bonds. And yes, embracing our passions and our dreams and our desires. So, I mean, if you do something, the smallest of hobbies, what do you do that makes you feel good? At the end of it, you're like, wow, I did that. Is it painting or dancing or writing or singing, dancing? Do something that makes you feel really good and creative. Because the Lovers here is this deepening love, deepening passion. And what better way to deepen our passion than to do the action? This could be growing relationships stronger. So create beautiful moments together, create memories without knowing you've done so. So often we look back and only then do we realize that that is a memory that will stick with us forever. And then we have the Hermit, and the Hermit says, back it up, not too fast. Think it through. The Hermit goes into the desert, into the cave. And there he sits in silence and he taps into his intuition. He taps into his higher wisdom. He asks himself, how do I want to go forward? What do I truly want to manifest in my life? And through thinking and pondering, meditating and praying, reflecting, he starts to formulate the plan forward. And only then will he come out of that desert. Only then will he come out of the cave. But the steps are true. The steps are strong. Let's get our angel cards going here. So it's all about recognizing your passions, your gifts this weekend. So make time for you to enjoy what you enjoy doing. It might be going to work, because where you work may be a lot of fun and you're with the right energy. It may be doing that flower bed. It may be building a doghouse. I don't know. What makes you fill with passion? Are you a healer? Are you a teacher? It's really about embracing your passion and also your talents and your abilities. We have the Queen of Raphael. Follow your heart. The love of home and family. Trustworthy psychic information. A love of home and family. The moon will be in Cancer for most of the weekend, so it's always about home and family. And the moon's in Cancer. That's where we feel our strength. So maybe it is something more of a hobby that you need to turn to this weekend. Maybe it's not going to work at all. Sorry I said that. Pick a room and redecorate it, even if it's just in your mind for the day. But I think you really want to do something. I think you want to see a tangible result. So it's got to be something that doesn't take a long time. It's a short-term goal. It's a painting, or it's a dance, or it's a melody. Trustworthy psychic information. Follow your heart, but follow your intuition and your wisdom. So much what the Hermit is saying. Tap into your intuition, tap into your higher wisdom. Have faith in it. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. Where is your heart leading you? Seven of Michael. There's a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. Review all the details. So, like the Hermit said again, back it up, back it up. Review those details. There's a better course of action available. So it's formulating the plan. Working alone may not be the best. That's where we we ask others to join us, to support us going forward. We have the Ace of Michael. Had a lot of Michaels in the last couple of times I've used this deck, I think. A wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. You know what? Don't let those bumps in the road hinder your progress. They're only little bumps in the road and you will get through it. This will pass. A wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. It's just a learning experience. Get through it. Go towards that happiness and joy. Clear up communication problems with others. Whenever the King of Swords comes up, there's communication problems. And it's not because we mean to, but what happens is we get involved in our passions, our desires, our focus forward. And so we're so about moving forward that we forget to explain to others sometimes why we're doing what we're doing. So we're not ruffling feathers, so we're not burning bridges, so we're not stepping on toes. Go strong and confident. You know, ask for the strength and the confidence to come through Michael. He's been so popular. The Nine of Ariel. Your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love for beautiful things in life. Hard work leads to great success. Like I said, this isn't something that's just going to fall into our laps. This is a destination, a goal, a dream, a desire. The big picture. What does it look like? What does it feel like? Can you imagine it? Because your dreams are fulfilled. You just have to step into them. You just have to do the work and persevere and go forward and believe in yourself. One more. You really can't make this up. New beginnings, starting a new life, finding your purpose, a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. Starting a new life. So much what this new moon is about. This one energy is about that we're in. It's about looking forward and not even recognizing backwards when you look back. And you're like, was I really there? One day you're going to look back and you say, really? Was I really there? How did I manage? And look at it now. Starting a new life, finding your purpose, finding your purpose, finding your passion, finding your dream. It's been the whole reading. It's tapping into the unique you. What makes you strong? What makes you invincible is what I hear. A forgiving and compassionate review of the past. Forgive yourself and move on. You were meant to make that mistake, that error, say those words, do that action, hold back when you should have stepped forward. You were supposed to do all that because it was a learning experience that you would have the wisdom to go forward with. So forgive yourself because you did nothing wrong. Let's get our animals out here, our higher intuition. So I think it's a very empowering weekend for us if we use the energy correctly. We don't beat ourselves up. We don't fall into that negative pit and dissipate our energy in any way, because it looks like our weekend can be full of passions and really coming alive through our passions, our desires, what we like to do, what we love to do. You know, if it's family and friends, then get together with family and friends. If it's kids or grandkids, make the time. You won't regret it this weekend. Is it walking by a stream, or a lake, or an ocean, or through a forest? Is it just sitting with your dog on the back porch? What brings you joy and passion? And take a chance. Take a chance on you. Oh, who does that now? It's going to bug me. I'll look it up after. Take a chance. The Sea Star says take a chance. Freedom, chance, fear, and passion. Life itself cannot give you joy unless you really will it. Life just gives you time and space, and it's up to you to fill it. You've chosen Sea Star. It's time for you to take a chance, a leap of faith. You've been lacking in energy and motivation. It could be out of fear, or it could be that you were caught up with a bit of laziness and have beached yourself. It can be quite scary to change, and although you may feel stuck, you're never truly ever stuck. You have free will to change the course of where you want to go in your life. Free yourself from the past and allow yourself to feel again. You might be stuck in a dead-end job. Look for a different one in fields that feeds your passion. You might be eyeing the cute girl at the coffee shop or looking at the cute boy who changed your oil. Ask her or him out. When you begin to take a chance on one thing, you'll find it easier and easier to continue doing that in every part of your life, which will only draw you closer and closer to your ultimate success. And you won't know unless you take a chance. So, I just love it. Life itself cannot give you joy unless you really want it. Life just gives you time and space, and it's up to you to fill it. And it could be quite scary. There's a fear of stepping into the unknown. But we know we need to move forward in some way. This weekend, it's all about stepping into the new beginning, but it's raising our energy, raising our awareness of what we are capable of what we can do, and tapping into it and believing in it and believing in yourself. Knowing that you are very unique, very special. Knowing that you can go forward in a way that nobody else can. Because you have a gift, a talent, an ability. And maybe just your smile. And it heals in some small way to every person you touch in this life. Know your beauty. Tap into your beauty. It's going to take you to your happily ever after. And yeah, there's a lot of hard work probably ahead that the cards aren't showing us yet. Right now, we're just thinking, we're contemplating, we want to get going. And some of us might even be getting slightly frustrated at the roadblock. Don't worry about the roadblock. Don't sweat the small stuff. Think of the big picture. And this weekend, follow your dreams, follow your passions. Do something that makes you happy. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.